Isolation Nation, Henry Horse and I would like to welcome you to the Social Distancing Social Club. Wouldn't we, Henry? He's saying yes with his mouth. I'm quite the dog trainer. Hello, I'm Ben Gleib, and I'm one of your hosts. But don't worry about if that's not enough hosting for you. We've got 3 more hosts, and they will be unveiled to you in short order when the moment is right. It is time now just to unveil one layer of the onion. Please, or whatever that is. One of our new hosts is apparently doing the dishes. Please welcome the second leg of the 4-legged tripod that stands up on its own. It's a miracle. Steve Hofstetter.
Hello. I'm sorry. Should I not have been doing the dishes? I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's good to be here. I'm just happy to be in the presence of the greatest dog trainer of all time.
Thank you. Henry, right here.
Or as he says, drog trainer. Please, if you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube, as well as you could do the Super Hearts on the Twitter and the Facebook stars and all the random things. And
we are live on Instagram.
We are not live on Instagram, but someone who is live on the show with us right now, our third host, or actually fourth, because we already had that guest host briefly. Please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Oh, wow.
We can't hear shit.
I'm sorry, I thought we were doing dishes.
I thought Bowers' apartment was only that wall.
I love how incredibly quickly Bowers put his camera in the exact position again, as always.
I got the table and it's the little legs sit where it's supposed to go. Queen Rachel's here. How you doing, Queen?
Queen!
Bowers, this is an onion, or shallot if we're being a little bit more specific. And I turned my computer to start to go into the kitchen and I realized I'm wearing the ugliest sweatpants ever, so that was not going to happen.
How ugly can sweatpants be?
They can be pretty ugly.
What's a shallot? Like the guy that reviews the movies?
If you spill your shallots on your jeans, all of a sudden, you get very opinionated about 90s movies.
Not to change the subject from Gene Shalit. I do understand that that's the theme of today's show. But big news today. I closed on my place. I sold it 2 months ago and it took forever to close. But yeah, it closed today, and I called my home warranty place and I was like, hey, I'd like to cancel my home warranty. And they were like, why? And I was like, well, I sold my place. And they're like, well, but you could still. I was like, I don't own a place. And they were like, but would you like the home warranty? I'm like, I literally do not own a place to have a warranty. And they're like, oh, but we have a special deal this month. And I was like, I know that you are told to say this to me, but I do not own a home. I cannot have a home warranty. And they kept trying to sell it to me.
Have you thought about going to Ben's house and showing him how to close a deal? Because he could use some help, I think.
That's early.
Shit. Oh, Bowers opening with the uppercut before the fight's even started.
Maybe if I washed the dishes, I would have different luck in other rooms.
That's the most I've ever washed the dishes, and it was for a prank. But yeah, well, we had a fun overnight game. I actually really liked the overnight game. You guys aren't going to like it, but I liked it a lot. The overnight game was make a Christmas song, take a Christmas song and put balls or nutsack into it. So Balls, a Christmas song. Apparently Chris LaBelle had some sort of dick mask on. I don't know what happened. I didn't really understand.
Just exploded.
I don't know exactly what happened, but Randy Longmire had Last Christmas I gave you these nuts. I thought that was good.
The very next day you gave them away. Sorry, go ahead.
Jennifer Story had come on, it's lovely weather for a tea bag together with you. I thought that was good.
Come on.
Because they're coming back and forth. Yeah, I like that. But my favorite was Gus Walsh had Baby, It's Obviously Cold Outside, which I thought was perfect. I thought that was great. But his balls are so small. Yeah, so that was the overnight game. Steve, what's today's game?
Today's game, in honor of there starting to be vaccines now, is we are making a song medical. So take the name of a song and change the words around to make it medical. Make sure we still recognize what the song is. So some examples: I got a healing, or let's get a physical. Or back that aspirin up. Anyway, take a song and make it medical. However it is that you do it. The way you play the game is you participate in any of our streams, whether it is our Facebook, our YouTube, our Twitch, or our Twitter. And you just comment. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end, as well as have a much better chance of being read on the air, what you do is you comment yours with at least a $5 tip, whether that is a Super Chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal. We always prefer Venmo or PayPal. Throw that in with at least $5, and we'll read those at the end. So let's make a song medical.
And for the 170th episode in a row, Steve Hofstetter is guaranteed to be read on the air.
169 episodes, Ben. How dare you?
Jokes about your hair, Steve, because you have red hair.
That deserves more laughs, Ben. Sorry.
No. I'm aware of why. I just want him to be accurate with the numbers.
Well, Steve's red hair is the red herring of the show, and so we have to... I'll be honest, I don't even know what red herring means. I've always tried to learn that expression, and I don't really know what it means.
It means what you just did.
Really?
It's not a real fish. They used to try to sell red herrings, and it wasn't real, so if you get a red herring, it's a fake con man fish.
A red herring is a distraction, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, it worked, because I'm very distracted, but I'm going to get back on track. My own red herring worked on me, you guys. Please... VIP video front row, turn on your cameras, join the fun. We are proud and excited to be joined today by Zara Bending in Australia, wearing her Christmas reds. We've got Sean Ehrlich and his cat. That's amazing.
Oh my God, so much.
It was adorable. It was a very,
It's
very...
so angry.
That's a very fat, angry cat. I love that.
That's his happy face.
We've got... That is very adorable. My goodness.
Look at his tongue coming out of his
Tongue sideways? What is going on? I love it.
Really cute. We've got Chris LaBelle with a fan behind him that also looks very happy. I wonder why. We've got Jennifer Story joining us. Hello, Jennifer. We've got Herringbone Lavick here with us. We've got Leedy E. Corbin. What is this you're showing us, Leedy? Oh, that's a Benjamin Coca-Cola? I love that.
Benjamin.
Okay, I love that. I wish I had the ability to have you pass that to me. Whoa!
That was almost magic. I love how you change it into a can and a diet. That was quite a trick, dude. That was amazing.
When something travels over the airwaves, it loses all of its calories.
Oh.
Everybody knows that. Brian O'Connor's with us with the Isolation Nation gear. Love that. Great choice for some pond reflecting. We've got Shannon Burke with us. That background image is getting stranger and stranger. We've got Brad Clark. Something is more interesting to him in the distance than this show. Jan Skittles Johnson coming to us from an eclipse of something. It's very dramatic outdoor lighting happening. We've got Kira Stein. The dishes are done, and now we're on to the laundry and the cat feeding. Love that. Bill Thompson is here with us. Bill disappeared right before I could make fun of the near corner he was in. And Jessica Keibel is here with us with a background that I don't know that I understand.
Penis cookies and vagina cookies. Those are good. I could eat.
Penis and vagina. Oh, those are cookies?
Oh, yeah. That's how we knew you'd like them.
I'm interested. It might be the first chance I could get to eat one of those.
My God.
And Gush is here. Mayor Gush Walsh is here joining us from his camera being the wrong way like usual. And we also have Adler at a test site that cannot be disclosed to anybody, including himself. He does not know where he is. But we all are here in the Isolation Nation. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. We had two new patrons in the Patreon. Angie Jones joined the Isolation Nation level, the pinned level. And Melissa Little also joined the Isolation Nation pinned level. So thank you for checking that out. Again,
Thank you so much.
Patreon /
No!
All right. We also have
Patreon.com.
Now you're just skipping the .com.
Wait, also, just a heads up, we will be having, I know we have a shout out to the patrons on the pre-show reel. We're making a new one. We do those every so often, so we should have a new one in the next couple of days.
Yes.
So
and
all the new patrons will be featured on it.
It is patreon.com, Brutus, SDSC.
/ they got him in the front too. At 2. What's funny is I promise you I tried not to say the back part. I'm like, just make sure you say / for Ben, and then my brain just said / just because I can't not say it that way. I'm trying my best. We do have 2 great comics with us. Julia Hladkowicz is here. Julia, how you doing?
Hladkowicz. That was not even close.
It's me, Julia.
I love it.
Hi, I'm
Bowers
Julia
just left.
Yeah. Really, really great pronunciation. Julia Hladkowicz coming to you live from a hotel in Burlington, Ontario. Whoa.
Nice. I'm very sorry I fucked your name up. We also have J. Christ Newberg. J. Christ Newberg. J. Christ, how you doing, buddy? Fuck. Newberg, how you doing? Chris Newberg is here. How you doing, guy? Oh, no.
I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm good. Too many buttons. Thank you. Wait, do I need to do a sentence? I'm good at badminton, but I'm better at worse mitten.
Nicely done. Bowers, I think you were so worried about saying / during Julia's intro that you just said a bunch of syllables.
I wrote it down phonetically and then I couldn't read it. I just fucking, my brain panicked. I just am bad at, I'm terrible. I don't know why. Why do I introduce everybody? I fuck it up every time. Julia, this
Half of the hosts on this show are illiterate. That's what we're doing here. We're raising money to teach them to read.
That would work, maybe. I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't.
years ago, Ben actually shortened his last name in worry that Bowers would mispronounce it.
That's right. And Bowers still adds on syllables. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, blah.
That's the worst I've fucked up one in a while, but that was.
That's the worst I've gotten, though. I had a host once at Flappers Comedy Club introduce me as Julia Hladkowicz. Like, that's not a circus clown. I'm like, whoa! And,
Which is actually amazing because the review of her show said the same thing.
yeah.
So.
Julia Wacky Tobacco's here with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I mean, I host a lot of shows, and I really try to get the name right because what I don't know if you have this joke, Julia, but every person with a hard to pronounce name, their opening joke is always about how the host fucked it up, and I love getting it right, so I take away their opening joke because you see their face kind of panic, like, fuck, they said it right.
Exactly.
So I kind of pride myself on that, and I just can't get it right on this show ever, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, shit.
I think the worst I got for someone getting my name wrong was there was a guy who was like insisting on introducing me at a college gig, and so I was like, all right, whatever, I don't care which one of you introduces me. And he introduces me. He's like, oh, you know, my good friend. We've been friends for a while. And I'm like, I've never fucking met this guy before. But he like just goes on and on about how good friends we were. And then he's like, is Jeff ready? I'm like, you fucking idiot, you idiot.
Yeah.
And then I go, no, my name's Steve. And he goes, because I got another friend named Jeff Hofstetter. And I'm like, no, Jeff Hofstetter's a quarterback. Stop lying to these people and just get off the stage and introduce me, please.
Have you ever change your name to Jeff Stetter? That would make it easier.
I actually went by Jeff Jefferson for a while, but you know that.
That's actually like a very common thing just in general among hosts is, and I don't understand how bad these people are at show business, but they literally will all the time go, please welcome to the stage my very good friend, Ben Gleib.
Yeah.
How are you looking at paper? It's a name. Or just like the little effort they want to put into this career, you give them 2 credits to bring you up on stage with, and they're like, oh boy, let me write this down. And then write it down, and they read it on stage. You've got 20 minutes till I'm up. You can't remember 2 things?
Yeah,
this
but in
is
fairness,
show business.
In fairness, Ben, one of your things is like, this next comic had a Showtime special named Neurotic Gangster that aired for a while on Showtime and is now available on YouTube and Amazon Prime, and that's one thing.
Yeah.
Not only is that a great point, Steve, but those are all accurate things Steve just said. You can get in
Can I bring up, and this is going to be very weird and off topic, but Steve, can you put Steve and me up on the same screen? Steve,
Together
show
again?
us number 1 again. Show us number 1. Why does your finger do that?
What?
You know it
I
does
was
that.
noticing that.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow, you got a crooked finger.
I can do that.
Oh.
I can't do that.
I
I just
know.
noticed it and I wanted to call it out. So
I can
that
also,
weird
I can
thumb
also do
thing.
that. Wait, hold on. I can also do this.
Did you break your finger? What the?
What is that?
The fuck is that?
This is having control over your body, Ben. That's what this
Wait,
is.
No.
What is that? A finger or what is that?
My
Oh, it's your
thumb.
thumb. Just looks
I
like a
turned it
finger.
around.
Okay, I get it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Just proved that my orange floppy penis model of your penis is accurate. You can move in ways that are not natural, sir.
Did I ever tell you guys the word? So talk about intros. This it's all clawed up.
Why are you guys grossed out that I can bend my
Yeah,
fingers?
you can bend your fingers. That's weird. I had a guy introduce. I had to introduce a guy once, and he gave me my favorite intro I've ever gotten on a piece of paper. It says, "Jeff Price was the house comic at Locals Only for 2 years before it closed due to lack of business." That was his fucking opening. He wanted me to read.
Oh my god.
So what part did you mess up?
That part up. His name was Jeff Price. That was easy. Rach, we got anything coming in before we get this show rolling?
We do. So we had Matthew Plummer tip the show and said, "I'm pretty sure Sean's cat is about to sell me oatmeal of diabetes supply."
Nice.
We also had
My wife says I'm picky. She's right, I am picky.
Technics.
Is the cat's name Whiskers Brimley? Is that what it is?
The cat's name is Werther's Original.
Are you interested in some diabetes oatmeal? You want oatmeal with your diabetes?
Diabetes in the oatmeal. Okay, that's
Yep.
different.
That's
I'm
what it
sorry
is.
to interrupt. I'm sorry to
I
interrupt.
was
but
interrupting
there's-
Rachel to fuck with her.
Sorry to interrupt. There's never going to be a better time for me to show this, and that's me karate kicking.
Oh my god.
Why are you attacking Sean's cat?
No,
Wow.
I got that as a gift on a show.
Who gave that to you and why?
Craig Brooks actually, and it was a character that was part of it. I was like Kung Fu Brimley or something.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
adorable.
so-
Craig
I'm
Brooks
s-
has never given me a gift. FYI, just for the record. Never. Nothing.
Well, I'll give you this one.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Craig
Rachel.
Brooks was the showrunner. Showrunner of Idiot Test, and Newberg was the comedy writer along with me on the show. We were the only comedy writers, and you'd think maybe you'd give the host a little something too, but forget it. It's fine.
Sorry to make this awkward.
It's cool. Totally fine. Rachel, you have any,
Ben, do you want a picture of you sumo wrestling with Wilford Brimley? Would that help?
my God, I would love that.
Because I do
love
have that. So.
I know you have it, but you've always told me you would never part with it, and so shit, you're even considering it now. That's incredible.
All right, Ben. Well, one thing. All right, let me tell you one thing.
Oh,
Oof.
oh my God! It's like an actual one, like a formal one. You're just missing the line on the bottom.
Oh no, I can do the line. No, all right. Let's.
Oh
what
my
do you got?
God! I can only make my fingers spell blood. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the kids who equal respect both sides.
Hey! Technics tipped the show first and said a super chat to start a super show for super folks.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you, Technics.
And then he tipped again and said shout out to Dr. E and Garfield, Destroyer of Worlds. So is
Nice.
his name Garfield? Ehrlich?
No.
Oh.
No, it's a popcorn.
Popcorn.
But Sean also said that if he can get popcorn back on screen, then the screenshot of Ben and popcorn would be similar to Newberg's picture.
And then
I can't
lastly,
find my gray mustache thing. I can't adjust my filter because my fingers are stuck like this, so I'm unable to.
Lastly, Tam tipped the show and said, "Popcorn, Sean's adorable cat, is going to poop in all of your shoes."
Pam did tip the show and stop calling me Lastly.
Last, actually a few more things came in. Pseudonym tipped the show and didn't say shit.
Nice. Our
Oh
favorite.
no, then he said, "Make Steve stop with the weird fingering."
Look, I've been hearing that my entire adult life.
My God, if Steve were ever to finger you, I'm afraid it would get stuck in there. It'd be like a fishing hook. What on earth?
I can put it back to normal.
You don't know that under stressful
Wow.
situations.
That's a difficult announcement to make.
Well, wherever you're going to run errands, I'm coming with you.
A couple more things. Chris LaBelle tipped the show and said, "Finger bending is what Rachel does on the weekends."
Oh
Ever.
my God.
Ever.
That's a great joke.
Oh my God. What is
Oh my God,
with you
they're-
people and this weird thumb shit?
I can't.
All I can
These
do
are
with my
worse.
thumb is this. I can create a
What
weird hole in
thumb
my
shit?
thumb.
Ben, I don't know what you're talking about.
That
Oh
is
my
weird.
God. I can make a little hole in my thumb, but that's not too impressive. Can you see that?
My God.
Oh my God, Zara. Jesus Christ. Okay. Look.
Her last name is Bending. You have
Wow.
to expect it.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a nickname.
Anyone else can do some
This
good
move,
shit?
this move, by the way, is known as the Hladkowicz. I don't know if you're aware of that, but
I'm really sorry I
The
called that out
Hladkowicz.
before.
It's
Can we?
Definitely the Hladkowicz.
The lack of weight.
Wacky.
Yeah. Ben's entire show is known as the lack of wits.
oh, my wife says I'm funny. She's right. I am funny.
And lastly, we had Rob Lovick tip the show early, $5 for each comedian. But then he's asking me to pronounce Julia's last name, and it's clearly Lakawaki, right?
Nailed it.
Try and pronounce it. I know I already heard it. Probably once or twice. I'm not gonna do it.
Try it. Just try it once more.
Hladkowicz.
Close.
Well, you called me a cow. Rude. No, it's Hladkowicz.
Hladkowicz. I was close.
Hladkowicz. Just a
Guys,
second.
it's not that hard. You know, once I knew Julia for 5 or 6 years and she told me repeatedly, I knew exactly how to pronounce her name. Why can't you guys figure it out?
I did shorten my name for this show business. Have you ever thought about it? Not to encourage you to, but just curious.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought about it, but then 14 years later, it's too late. I feel like, and also there's no other Julia Hladkowiczes. I'm friggin' unique, man.
There's a reason for that.
All the others shorten their names.
Well, shit, I don't want to.
No,
That's a good
as someone
answer.
who I've gotten that advice as well. People have told me I should just go by like Steve Hoff or something, and I'm like, no, it's Hofstetter because it's more memorable. It's harder for people to get it first, but once they hear it, then you're the only one. So
Also, if you just type in Julia and then just kind of smash the keyboard, I'll pop up. So there you go.
Google will actually correct you if you spell it right.
Yeah.
Are we caught up, Rachel?
We're caught up.
All right. Well, speaking of all this Hladkowicz talk, right now coming up, I think I got it right. Julia Hladkowicz, everybody. Woo!
Nice. From earlier, I just went like this to hold like a fake mic. Yeah, but some exciting news. I actually recently celebrated my 10-year anniversary with my husband. It's great, but after 10 years, we're way too comfortable together. Like we scheduled a sexy date night the other night, and it ended with me just sitting on the couch plucking his ear hairs. The worst part is I was having the best time with it. I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. And then I was like, wait a minute. Why do I like this? Why is this enjoyable to me? And I was talking to my friend about it. She's like, ew, that's disgusting. She's like, you're stuck in a rut. She's like, you need to try role play. And she was telling me that her and her husband will like do this thing where they go to a bar and they pretend they don't know each other. So when they go home together, it's like they're going home with a stranger. Have you done that? I guess the whole idea is like her husband will be like, oh, hey there, Missy, I'm an oil tycoon. And then she'll say something like, and I'm just a circus performer passing through. I decided to try this with my husband, except I didn't tell him I was going to do it. So we get to this bar. He goes to the bathroom and he comes back, and I just look at him all seductively, and I'm like, well, hey there, stranger. And what do you do? And I just see this sheer look of terror in his eyes. He's not ready for this impromptu improv exercise. Without even missing a beat, he just goes, I am a purchaser of sluts. Not in a million years did I think a human being could string together that sentence. So then I panicked and I'm like, and I am a slut up for purchase. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do anymore is after this little pandeezy, I'm never going to get a Brazilian wax again. There, you heard it here. I'm not going to do it again because you're supposed to have pubes. Round of applause for pubes. Pubes protect against, like dust and debris and spiders crawling in the eyelashes of the vagina. I curl both, because it's honestly always the same. Like, I used to get it done, and I would regret it, because you go, and some large Eastern European woman just rips everything out of you. And when she's done, she tosses you a baby wipe, like, clean yourself up, whore. And you're like, and I'm just standing there in my t-shirt, no pants, like a sticky Winnie the Pooh. For some reason, there's always a full-length mirror there, just in case you really want to, like, drink it in. I'm just standing there staring at my vagina, and she's staring back at me like a sunburnt bald man. And I'm just trying to convince myself that I got the wax for me. I don't know if that works. No, it's like self-care. I just do it for me because it makes me feel more fresh and clean. And I'm like, did I do it for me, or do I do it because society tells me I should look a certain way, right? So on my walk home, I'm all conflicted. I'm just like, is it me or society? Me or society? Me. And I get home and I show my husband, because I have to show someone. I can't show you. Very different show, right? So I show my husband. I'm like, do you like this? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you really like it? He's like, I love it. I'm like, you promise you like it? He's like, I love it so much. I'm like, okay, good, because I got you one too. We're gonna match. I've been feeding the ducks lately because therapy is too expensive. And I was feeding the ducks, and there was like a little boy feeding the ducks with his mom, and he just looks at his mom, and he's like, Mommy, do boy ducks have penises? And I was like, huh. Do boy ducks have penises? I don't know. So I Googled it because I had to, and I wish that I had not. I can see one girl going like this. Oh, am I supposed to wrap it up? Did I fuck up?
No. You're fine. They're
Okay,
spiraling.
I didn't see it. Okay. All right. I didn't see it. Yeah, someone just said, now I'm getting so confused. They're a corkscrew. Ducks have corkscrew penises, is what I'm trying to say. Like, the only benefit to having a corkscrew penis is if you just always have to open a bottle of wine. There's always that moment. It's usually when you're in a hotel room, top floor, you got your bottle with you, and you're like, I thought it was a twist off, right? Walk down to the concierge and be like, hi, yeah, do you have a bottle opener down there, or a duck's dick laying around? Actual ducks, send them up. In this scenario, they have a duck or go with me. He comes to your door wearing a little tuxedo, duxedo, if you will. Just comes, I'm just like, You're not laughing at a duck in a tuxedo opening a bottle of wine with his dick. I got nothing for you. That's my time, baby. I'm out of here.
Julia,
Woo! Nice work.
tip jar is open. If you want to tip, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube. Julia, a couple things. First of all, I very much want to market a brand of bottle openers called Duck's Dick. That is fantastic merch. And also, I think you and Matt should try role play where maybe he picks the hair out of your ear. Like, you can just reverse it,
Yes.
you know?
I have many hairs in weird places. That didn't come out right.
Julia, can we tell them this? Can we tell them the story about when I fucked up with the wine?
Wait, what?
When I kicked the wine over?
Oh my god, yes, you ruined my fucking white leather shoes, you asshole. I love you.
Shoes.
So we were doing a show at it was a wine bar at like the Four Seasons in the Valley.
Very smart.
And I hadn't seen Julie in a while, and so I went over to say hi, and I go over to say hi, and apparently she had been drinking a glass of wine that she had put on the floor next to her. That shit ain't my fault.
Solid move.
There was no table. I was in a hotel lobby.
So there was wine on the floor, so I went over to give her a hug, and I kicked the wine glass. And she was also wearing, what was it, white leather shoes?
Yeah.
I'm with Steve on this, though.
Thank you, Ben.
Me too.
Thank
You
you. I
can't
think if you're
get
wearing white
wine,
leather
get
shoes,
wine
you
in
can't
white
put wine
shoes.
next to them. You can't.
Listen, you came in so hot, and I was like, no, and you're like, oh,
I was like, hello, how are you?
That's part of the, that's the story I don't believe. I can't believe Steve. Steve didn't come in for a hug. That doesn't seem like Steve. That's interesting.
No, we hadn't seen each other in a while. I was happy to see her. I went over to say hi, and then I was like, ooh, wine I can kick on her. And so then I did that too.
It all worked out. And now I drink white wine out of plastic cups. So we're good.
There you go.
One time
At least
I
one of the two
spilled.
of us learned from that.
One time I spilled a brown liquor cocktail at some industry party on this very fancy actress's heels that she then told me were $2,000 shoes. I don't know if they were Louboutins or what. And I just looked down and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but there's a pattern on them. There's like a weird pattern already on them. So,
Not the right thing to say.
but she still follows me on Twitter 10 years later. So I feel like she's
once
not
she
that mad.
watches this.
Yeah.
What is this brown liquor cocktail? Excuse me, barkeep. One brown liquor cocktail, please.
They actually
Maybe she's
serve it to
following
them.
you. Maybe she's following you until you make it, and then she can collect.
Possible. Very, very possible.
I like the idea that Ben ordered that off the back of a train car. Seems so old.
No, the key is you drink vodkas with soda water. That way, when you spill it on people, it actually gets rid of stains. It's a perfect system. That's how you do it.
Beautiful.
You're like, you could put more of the same thing on that.
And then if you want to actually get the stain out after you spill it, you just smoke a dab. You dab it. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah. Yep. Dab it. Don't rub it. We used to play. My first wife and I would role play where I would have her pretend to be a nurse, and she would have to pretend for me to be my brother, which wasn't cool. She said doctor, but I knew what she fucking meant. Anyway, Rach, we got anything coming in?
Wait, your brother's a doctor?
One of them, yeah. I've got an engineer brother, a doctor brother, a HVAC brother, and a sister that does social work.
You hate
Same
Thanksgiving.
parents?
Yeah, we're 5 points of a star. It's crazy.
Wait,
Could not be different.
Are you the youngest? Because that would explain a lot.
I'm the oldest.
I don't understand.
No, I do understand, Rachel. Here's what happened. They were like saw what he was doing, and they were like, I gotta study.
Yeah. Or his parents saw it and said, just kids, do anything else.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't know. We're just all different. We're all completely different. It's crazy.
I would love so much to be in a room with you and your three brothers. It must be the most incredible conversation.
Well,
Are they weird too? Do they also do quirky weird things?
No, I'm saying like my stepbrother Chris. So 2 stepbrothers, but we all grew up together from like 5th grade or whatever. So like Chris is my age. That's why people call me Bowers, because I have a stepbrother named Chris. So I got Bowers and he got Chris. And so he like never left our hometown. Whatever. Had a kid when he was 18. She already has her own kid. The whole deal. Cool. And then my younger brother Craig, stepbrother, is a neurosurgeon, literally a fucking neurosurgeon. Wow. Like turned down the Mayo Clinic for his internship or for his residency because it wasn't prestigious enough. And then my sister has 18 cats and is a social worker. And then my little brother's an engineer with 2 kids, and nobody drinks but me. It's very weird.
So Bowers, you're telling me that someone in your family turned down Mayo?
And we're done. That's the show. Sorry, Chris, you can't do a set. That's the end of the show. That's the best burn of the history of burns. God damn it, that was great. First and only.
Also, I love the premise that you have a brother that's an engineer, yet I'm the one ordering alcohol on a train. That doesn't even make sense.
He works for Caterpillar doing different stuff. He makes trains. He doesn't drive them. Rach, what we got coming in tip-wise?
All right. So we had Bunce tip the show $5 or tip Julia $5 and said, Julia, plucking ear hairs. And who says romance is dead? Jake Parker tipped $5 and said, Julia, to help the purchasering.
Oh, I see. Thank you. At first I was like, is that creepy? I'm like, no, that's nice. Okay.
No,
yeah.
it's for your husband. You give the money to your husband, and he purchases the sluts. This
Exactly,
isn't for
perfect.
him to purchase it. Yeah.
Tom Turner, 10 Canadian for Julia. Shout out to my hometown of Burlington, Ontario. It's okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, yeah, there's nothing.
I like their coat factory.
I don't think it's the same Burlington. I wish it was.
Yeah, the Burlington that she's talking about makes more than just coats.
Yeah.
We also had Tam Brown tip you $5 and said the couple who plucks together does other stuff together.
We're not going with the obvious rhyming word there. Yeah.
Nice, Julia. You can take that. You can take that tip and go pluck yourself.
Yeah. A little pluck and fuck. I like it. I like it a lot. That's a fun T-shirt.
I'm adding that.
Zara Bending, so who is in the front row wearing the red dress that was doing this to you. She says she tipped $5 and said, "Cheers, Julia. There's not nearly enough animal dick material out there."
I got a lot more. There's a whole hyena bit to that too, but it wasn't time.
Next time, please.
I cornered the market on animal dick material.
This is how Julia ensures she comes back on the show. She
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great cliffhanger. Great cliffhanger right there.
Nice, smart move.
Fit in
My
very
duck
well,
dick
too.
joke. You should hear my hyena dick joke. It's great.
We also had, let's see, Z-Bunster Dana tipped $5 more and said, I love this set and how you kind of dance around the screen in that adorable pink sweater. Plus, you're cracking me up. Thank you.
I hate this.
Oh, it's a little-
They're fucking touching my body, and I'm
You know
like,
Jen
"I'm
Saunderson by any chance? Because you guys dance very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Jen Saunderson, the comic?
I do know Jen Saunders.
Yeah, you guys dance very similar. It's very fun.
Just
Well, I don't know if that's insulting to her or me, but I'll take it.
Both.
neither.
Either it's complimentary.
I love how comics assume everything's an insult. You're like, you dance just like a friend. How dare you? Wait, is it insulting? I'm taking it that way.
I mean, Julia has watched the first 37 minutes of this show, so she does.
Well, somebody watches this show. That's exciting.
The Weirdo on YouTube tipped you $5 and said, you know there's going to be a drawing of a corkscrew penis at the end of this show now, right? Thanks to you.
That's the joke, weirdo.
What's so funny is I was going to make a corkscrew duck dick joke when Steve was showing us his weird quirky hands, and I didn't do it because I thought no one would get it. And then fucking you did a whole thing about duck dicks. That's
So
awesome.
glad you didn't, because then that would have been like the whole last name bit where you try to fuck up people's last name bits. And you
Yeah, exactly. I ruined all your jokes. God damn, what a dick I'd have been. Sorry. I'm glad-
Bowers actually does that when he introduces people. He's like, and by the way, duck sticks are corkscrew shaped. Please welcome.
Actually, I was in a contest once, and we thought it'd be my buddy Todd was doing a guest spot before the contest started, and we thought it'd be funny to Google the other 9 comics and just have Todd do all their closers right before the contest. We didn't do it, but we laughed our asses off thinking about it.
This conversation also reminds me of an old college friend who, whenever you would ask him a question that the answer was obvious, he would just look at you and go, "Is a duck's butt watertight?" You'd have to assume that it is.
Was that how Steve answered questions before there was Google? Now he just says Google it, Dick. You're like, all right, fine. I'm sorry.
Someone actually asked me that during one of my Q&As. Someone asked me, is a frog's ass watertight? And then, like, I made fun of the idea of that he's been trying to find that answer, and he's been, like, asking Siri. And so then I asked Siri, and she knew.
Have you guys noticed that Siri's gotten much lazier? Like, you used to Siri stuff, and Siri would actually tell you an answer and give you their best. And now you use Siri stuff, and Siri just says, I found this on the web, and just gives you six links to click. The fuck is that? I know how to Google. I want the answer right now.
And that's not Siri. That was Carmel.
What would you and Carmel role play as? That's a fun game we should play one day.
No, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game.
I gotta guess. 2 people dating.
Oh, I'm thinking Ben's the Xfinity guy, and she won't let him. I don't know exactly what it would be.
No,
Other
Ben's
cable
Ben's like, would you fuck me like the Spectrum people do?
And role plays as a virgin. Carmel's a hot tub. I get what's going on here. This.
So we do that Spectrum role play, and what happens is she invites 5 other guys over, and then no one does anything to anybody.
They're like, oh, looks like a rodent may have chewed through your line.
Say it again. Slower.
More tips. Razor tipped
Like a rodent. Oh my god.
So hot, dude. So hot.
Say that yourself. Looks like what's that mean? It's all chewed up? That's awful. Oh my god.
I was wondering
Looks like
why
a
no
rodent
one
chew
laughed
through your
harder.
line. Put that chewed up line in me, big. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was making fun of that is literally what happened to his cable. What happened to his internet? So
Sure. Oh god, Rach, what happened?
oh my god.
Okay, Wilford Brimley. You're in a chokehold.
My wife says she can't make love on account of the rodents that are chewing through me line.
Irate Brimley, what was that?
Yeah, Viking Brimley. All right, Rach, catch us up.
I could look at that cat all day. And I'm not even a cat person. Razor tipped Julia $5 and said, one advantage of having a corkscrew dick is that your Brazilian wax lady ends up crying in the mirror. Win-win. That did not go where I thought it was.
I love how you say dick, Rachel. You're like corkscrew dick. Like,
Dick?
Why is he crying in the mirror? Because my vagina's all busted up from the corkscrews I've been fucking? I don't know.
Ah!
Yeah?
looks
Oh,
like
yeah?
some ducks have fucked through your line.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sometimes just to just be like, thank you for the tip.
Yeah, with a duck, you definitely just want the tip.
Closure from Razor, all right?
Ah!
I had a weird foursome the other day. I called it a duck goose, you guys. You have no idea.
All right, Matthew Plummer tipped you $5 and said hilarious set, but I'm on team no wine on the floor.
Listen, I will fight all of you. The wine was appropriately placed where it had to be. There was no friggin' tables. Steve came in hot. Steve's fault.
No, Julia, very strong point. When there's no place to put down your wine glass, an impossible option is holding it.
Hello, I was going over my notes for my set that night because I'm a writer and an artiste.
Mm. You got to write in your phone, and you got to one-hand it. This is modern life.
Listen, I don't have as much experience one-handing it as you, Ben. So
There it is.
Yo.
Boom.
Anyway, Julia,
That is so
the reason I
true.
wanted to have you on the show, 3 reasons. 1, you're very funny.
thank you.
2, I want a vindication about this wine thing. And 3, I was hoping you would make a joke like that to Ben. So we're good. We're fine.
Steve, can you please just never do this sort of stuff again? I can't stop looking at your goddamn fingers. No. We did have a tip come in too, like a general. Somebody.
You know it'd be funny? Steve, you should put your finger like that and then say, looks like a rodent chewed through your line.
By the way, I've had these same hands for 169 episodes.
I don't know
it's
what's
not-
You've never used them before or something. I don't know what's happening, but
Yeah,
I mean-
earlier I was just like, "Hey, we have a new thing coming up."
every time your hands approach somebody, you have to say, we got a tip coming in. I mean, it's an incredibly strange reality we're experiencing here.
Pseudonym did tip the show $5 and said, "How much do I have to tip to get Steve to stop fingering the camera?" He's just
Like I'm quarantined by myself. I only have so many things.
This is why Judy left him.
Yeah. Oh, she got pregnant. He left her.
Oh yeah, right.
more
What are you
tips for Julia.
Woo!
Stop. Steve, stop
And
it.
Burke sent you $5 and
Steve,
said, I
Steve,
didn't mean to confuse you with the corkscrew motion. Oh, I guess Shannon did it too. Big, beautiful bush pride.
Yay!
BBBP, baby. Let's go.
I honestly thought a bunch of people were just giving me the light because everybody's like corkscrew dicks. I'm like, wait, should I wrap up? I'm so
Wrap up that corkscrew dick for sure.
It
It also
just
sounds
narrated-
like a bunch of people have like those Bush 2004 buttons, but it means something different.
All right, more tips for Julia. We had Nicole Byrne tip $5 for Lugia lady parts. You do you.
honestly, that's a better stage name. Luja Lady Parts? Oh, I would be famous if my name was Luja Lady Parts.
It sounds like you're saying lose your lady parts.
Mom spaghetti.
Dave
If
Adler.
I
tip-
weren't on this show, I don't know if I'd understand it.
I don't think you
I mean, I
understand
don't
that you
understand
are on
it.
it.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, we're on it. Dave Adler tipped you $5 and said, I was at work, I couldn't hear much, and then I heard penis wine. How hard is it to pop that cork?
Thank you for the tip.
Burns!
I guarantee Dave Adler has a duck dick corkscrew in his house. I'm sure he's on the road, so he can't show it to us. But somewhere he has like a Donald Duck gift set of some kind that shows. Doesn't
They
matter.
exist. I googled it. They've already made them.
No.
I have no notes on this episode except if I were to change one thing, I would make sure Newberg chimed in less.
I see what you're doing. That's reverse psychology.
I just assumed like always he was just writing all your jokes, and that's what you were been saying this whole time.
Wow.
Ooh.
He has texted me some gems.
All right. We also had Jessica Keibel in our front row tipped you $25 and said, I don't think that you knew what you were starting, but I appreciate you talking about dicks as well. Vaginas do need more representation.
Hell yeah. Show your pussies to the world, man.
Thoughts, Newberg?
I think it's okay that I didn't say anything after show your pussies to the world.
I'm sorry, Chris. That sounded like you were gonna say.
I mean, that seemed like a mic drop.
Kira Stein, $5 for Julia. Plucking your ear hair is fine, but have you tried popping back zits? So I'm gonna vomit.
I have
Poppy part, or they're there in the
So
first
gross.
place, Rach? Is it gross because they're there in the first place, or because you popped them?
The thought of like couples popping each other's.
I
like,
don't get it. Why do girls want to do that? Why do girls
I
want
don't
to do that?
I don't want to do that. I just want to pluck hairs and chew through a man's line. You know what I mean? So,
Anyway, just for those keeping score, talking about a duck's corkscrew dick, the 6th weirdest thing on the episode.
Yeah.
This was number 2.
And the letter S.
Fingering the camera, Steve.
How have we never seen this? in Steve's
right.
band?
It looks utilitarian. I think it explains some things for me. I think it looks like it. I think that his.
How do you
fingers-
guys think I type so fast?
I think his fingers do weird shit the other guy's fingers don't do, which explains a couple things I had questions about. So I think it's probably good.
How long has this been a show? How long has this been a show?
169 episodes.
So maybe
March
what do they say?
16th.
They say that about trauma, like you see something 169 episodes ago and then you block it out of your life, and then one day it's just all like there. Maybe so they've known it the entire time, but just been in denial.
Whoa, I mean, if it takes 169 episodes for that to kick in, that means that every episode from now on, we're going to have to keep re-experiencing it, probably.
It's gonna be worse.
Yeah.
I get that.
I look forward to it.
I'm gonna finish the tips and then I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Chris LaBelle tipped Julia $5 and said a duck's D also has barbs on it. Do with that information what you will.
you.
Barb.
I have so much more duck dick knowledge in here, but I only had 5 minutes, and I didn't want to make it too sad.
Also, I just want to make it very clear the barbs are obviously for her pleasure.
You know your way around a woman's vagina, clearly.
Thank you.
By the way, you can catch Julia's new comedy special, 28 minutes about ducks' dicks.
Alicia West, $5 for awesome Julia. If the bush gets too thick, you may have trouble actually finding the part.
Well, that's good because I touch it too. I have nothing for that. I try
to. Ben Meredith, $5. Lose your lady parts. Reverse Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, that's a bit personal, but thank you. And good night.
Caitlyn Jenner always gets in trouble when she reverses.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Guys, don't get offended. That was a joke about her being a murderer.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Man, it was a manslaughterer, but I get your point.
Okay.
Which also is a very sexist term.
Manslaughter.
Yeah.
Voice. Generals.
Boom.
Jennifer Story tipped the show. $5. You're all a bunch of freaks and I love it. Tam Brown tipped the show and said, I might be too late, but I don't recommend Google Leedy. I don't recommend Googling duck penises.
I know.
Leedy.
That's how this freak show started.
Dana tipped the show and said, oh yeah, and a general for Bowers doing dishes at the beginning. Giggles.
Nice.
Cass tipped the show $10 and said for Steve to keep doing that thing with his fingers.
Look, looks like we got 5 for and 5 against. So
We got one.
Rachel could not believe she pretended you touched her at one point. She can't even.
All those fingers. Meg Begley tipped the show and said SCSE is the only reason I wear my hair down on a double shift.
Newberg's getting ready for his set. He's tuning his guitar.
Newberg, have you ever been on Zoom before?
I was trying to write a song about duck dicks.
Newberg, let me just get through this one and I promise then we're ready for you.
But Rachel really thought that might be in her brain for a second. It didn't occur to her.
I
So
thought
we
it
playing guitar. She's
muted.
like, "Am I having a stroke? Is that guitar out loud? Is that real? What is happening?"
Thought
Like
I was
her
on mute. I'm
face
so sorry.
was so
we were-
confused.
So we were playing you off like it was at the Oscars.
And
Oh, good.
nobody
Thank
said
you.
anything about it. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Well, because we all know Newberg's a guitar comic.
Oh, I've never seen the show. I didn't know
I thought I
that.
was dying.
I thought I actually
You're-
played Wonderwall.
Chris Newberg, your next idiot test begins now.
All right, last one I think I have is Meg Begley tipped the show and said SDSC is the only reason why I wear my hair down on a double shift at the hospital, hiding my AirPod. Thanks for being my dirty little secret.
Nice.
So nice.
Newberg.
All right, are we ready? Are we ready? Coming up now, returning champion, wrote all Ben's jokes, Jay, Chris Newberg, everybody. Woo!
Hey everybody. I thought I would write a song about the show. And it goes like this. It's a short one. Steve is the smart one. Just ask him. Ben talks so much sometimes you'd like to mask him. Borrowers hasn't been laid since maybe the 5th grade. Just kidding. He never got to 5th grade. Rachel reads the comments from the chatters. Taylor does the tech, and that's all that matters. Leedy draws the laughs, but first let's double back to Bowers, who's got a brother who's a doctor, and he's never got past the 5th grade. That was my song about the show.
Nicely done. I especially agree with the first line.
I know you do. LA being told to stay at home as much as possible is a lot like when McDonald's started advertising chicken McNuggets with real chicken. It's like, weren't you already doing that? Let's see. Sadly, a 4-year-old boy lost both of his parents to COVID. However, if he learns how to sing, he's a lock for America's Got Talent. I saw Mrs. Claus running errands with yoga pants. Could totally see her mistletoe. Christmas is back. Now that I'm older, I'm more distinguished. I don't say dad bod. I have more of a father figure. Let's see. When I hear exposed to COVID, I imagine the tiniest virus showing everyone its junk. An 11-year-old California boy shot himself in a Zoom. Let me start again. An 11-year-old boy shot himself during a Zoom call. Finally, someone had the courage to do what we've wanted to do since March. It's a great time for me. I was just named best comic to watch by Apartment Pandemic Comedy Magazine. I keep hearing gunshots outside my window at night, and as far as I can tell, some lady will just not shut the fuck up. How come the maker of kidney beans stopped there? I'm sure there's other untapped body part market bean looking things. Do you think there was a fortune cookie that read, "You're not going to believe this"? And then finally, a short Christmas song. It's called Porn Santa. Santa only comes but once a year. The rest of the time, he's hanging out up north, getting down with reindeer. But Santa likes to wear handcuffs and walk around in a red thong and tube socks. Cause he's a porn Santa, pornographic Santa. He sells out in Atlanta 2 weeks in June. Whip me, beat me, Santa. Rarely bathing Santa. You won't believe what milk and cookies will get for you.
Chris Newberg, everybody. J. Chris Newberg. Jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on YouTube, do all of that stuff. Chris, that AGT joke was one of the darkest but funniest things I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Because that show is America's Got Backstory.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
Oh.
When I
it's
was
talented people.
when I was on it, they were like, "So, do you have any sick parents or like any problems with alcohol or drugs?" And I'm like, "Not really. I mean, I drink once in a while. Let's talk about that." And like it was crazy.
I did. They made me do a very long audition. Like, they had me do a whole bunch of different material, and they were like interested. And then they asked me for like backstory and stuff, and they were asking me about my parents. And I was like, well, they're not married anymore. Oh, was it traumatic? I'm like, well, no, I was a kid. It's fine. And I was like, my dad's passed. And then they just kept asking me about my dad.
Jesus.
Like, that's. Yeah.
I had the opposite. They're like, your life's sad enough, but the jokes aren't funny. And I was like,
Wow.
They're like,
Your
tell us
brother's
more
a
about your
shoo-in.
brother, the doctor. And you're like, what is this, Thanksgiving?
Well, when they asked Newberg if he had any issues with his family immediately said, "We'll stop talking to you."
Yeah, it's true. They were like, "But you're gonna have to pay us the $10."
my dad is strange. Strange? No, just strange. Regular strange. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, my dad is one stranged.
Have you thought about calling that last song Milk Cocky? Maybe that would be a...
Milk cocky?
That's just what I pictured in my head, was throwing milk all over Santa's face. Okay, Rachel, we got anything coming?
Yeah.
They don't all work. That one didn't go well. I've had a couple.
I
good
thought it was
days,
great.
and I took a shot. I've had a couple good days where I couldn't do wrong, and that was one. That was terrible. My bad. And I
Take a
thought,
shot of milk coffee.
This is the pastime, and I'm like, it's too
I
fast.
thought it was like a Milwaukee sort of.
I was going bukkake with milk. It was a bad joke. Let's move on. Rach, what do we got coming in for?
Bowers.
Aw.
Even hitting 300 is still Hall of Fame, and you've been hitting like 800-900, so I'm perfectly fine.
Again, I'm not bad. I'm just saying when I strike out, I'm going to admit I struck out. I'm not going to say hundreds of thousands of votes were lost and that it's been a big. I've got video. And,
I mean, Bowers, milk hockey wasn't a strikeout. You hit the umpire with the bat. Like that was.
Yeah, and he's dead now.
No, the problem was I threw a touchdown pass while we were playing baseball. That's what happened. Didn't make sense in any way.
I've never heard Taylor giggle like that.
That's really funny.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 100% funny, I give that joke 2% milk hockey.
All right. Tam Brown tipped J. Chris $5 and said the Flash or COVID virus made me laugh contagiously.
Oh, good.
No Substitute sent Swedish kroner. Is it krona? 50, which is like $6, I think. And he said, "Dad jokes and puns, fuck the world," or for the win. Every time I see that.
FTW to you is fuck the world.
Oh, I thought they'd spelled it out and you read it wrong. That was
Yeah,
just-
I
It's always FTW.
That's not very nice, milk hockey.
You see someone like FML and like, oh, for my love.
We also had Jake Parker, $5, and said, "Would you send me that magazine version of Porn Santa?"
I will.
Norman Thompson said, from the blue corner. His name's Norman from the blue corner. $10 for each comic and $5 to Leedy and the Ducks.
Edie and the Ducks.
Leedy and the Ducks. Quack! Leedy, can you please draw yourself surrounded by ducks as like the name of
I want you to have the big Elton John sunglasses, and a bunch of corkscrew ducks around you. It's going to be great.
And sing it from the piano,
Coming
please.
at you.
Edie and the Ducks.
She's got a corkscrew dick and other tricks. She's got a porno magazine. Oh, Santa porno corkscrew dick. Bum, 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 bum.
Leedy and the Ducks. All right.
You guys wanted me to stop with my finger stuff. That's what you guys wanted.
Yeah. That's visual.
Oh, none of that was just visual? Okay,
I
fine.
don't know.
We've got wine on the floor, so why not spill some more? Cause Steve's fingers are really fucked up. Lady and the Ducks.
A Venmo just came in. It's from Elton John. He says stop.
I just got a Benmo from Elton John saying Ben Mo. Bum, 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 bum.
He's your PayPal.
Matthew Plummer tipped J. Chris $5 and said, "So, do you have a line on what type of cookies he likes?" I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, they're chocolate chip.
Not that I want to know, but this has got to be what Newberg sounds like when he orgasms.
I'm done. It's actual audio. It's true.
think, Ben, the best part of that was the lean into the mic.
Ben, you're very good at impressions. How is that your best impression?
I've worked very closely with the man for a very long time.
This is incredible. I'm about to finish. Oh boy. Boy. And there I am.
I mean, it's like he's there.
Maybe he has been. I don't know.
Oh, God. Our writing sessions did go late, Rachel.
So Newberg just looked up into his brain to like remember. He's like, no, I don't think so. But he had to think about it. He had to think about it. Like, wait, has Ben heard me come? No, I don't think. No, I'm pretty sure he hasn't. Like, but it took him a second. He had to double check his memories.
Well, we also did tour together for a very long time, so there's a lot of.
Had that adjoining room door where you can kind of hear, but not really.
We shared rooms many times
Yeah.
on account of a headliner who didn't want to spring for 2 rooms for us.
Who was it?
Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but
Did-
Newberg will.
Huh?
Yeah, I won't say his name.
Did he ever cook you guys dinner? That's my question.
Well, you oh no, I mean he's a pretty big fan of Dame Judi Dench though.
So did one of you ever bring a lady home while you guys were sharing a room together, and the other one had to pretend they were asleep?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We didn't share a room that many nights.
No, they didn't have to pretend they were asleep.
Yeah, how do you think Ben mastered my impression?
It's like, if I can give you one quick note, just one quick thing, I think. I love what you're doing. Just could you get your ass a little higher? Just a little higher, I think. If you just had I mean, it's in a good space now. It's fine. Your ass is fine now. But if it was just a little higher, I think. Oh, it can't go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. You're fine.
More to.
Oh Lord.
Czar Bending tipped you $5. It said, Bowers Milkaki brings all the laughs to the yard.
My pun is better than yours. My pun is better than yours.
Oh.
Rochelle Alston, $25 to Jay Chris and said, these jokes are exactly why I'm here. Your AGT joke got me to leave the Facebook and come over here to tip you. Brilliant.
Oh yay. Thank you.
I
mean, I'm done.
Wait, now I want to hear other people's impressions of you. Wait, Rachel, you try.
I'm not a comedian. I can. Will not.
Is that good? No?
I've heard many, Julia.
I've heard many.
They usually go, and that's pretty much it.
I don't know why I'm giving you a bit of a southern accent here.
Oh, go give it a shot. Go ahead.
I
Yep,
Is that okay? No, it's
that's
not.
good. No, I like that you made me Southern.
Where are you from?
Michigan. It's very south of here.
There you go. South enough.
Yeah,
But
I
he's
mostly
from
get
Southern Michigan.
I get mostly the Canadian thing because of
Right.
being close to Toronto.
Okay. Well,
This
right.
this is
How
what
many people
Newberg looks
did
like
that?
naked. Newberg
What?
naked.
Oh,
Here we go. I can't wait until the slowly
can you make his
remove.
mouth? Can you make his mouth open?
Ah.
Make his mouth open and then finish with saying and then I'm done.
Yeah. Hold on. You're so hot. Oh my god. Hold on. Ah. I'm done.
By the way, guys, just a heads up. We just got a Venmo in from Elton John, and he said, "Keep going."
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
And this is my impression of somebody listening to Julia's performance and being very pissed off.
The fuck?
That's a
What
duck.
you trying to say?
Oh, that was a duck?
Yeah, that's a duck somehow. And it's a terrifying duck. I don't know if it's a duck's dick or his face, but it's one of the things.
I thought that was a baked potato.
It looks like the person who was in charge of feeding Patty Hearst when she was in the closet.
No, it looks like this is remember the Quiznos commercial with those weird score. That looks like the Quiznos thing.
They have a pepper bar.
Any coupon works.
Like the subs.
We had a request. Tom Turner asked, Ben, can you please throw your hands up in the air and scream as Kermit?
I wish I could, but there's no arm control in that app.
Oh.
Okay. I'll get some more tips for J. Chris. Do people call you J. Chris or is it Chris?
Some people call me either.
What do you call you?
Chris.
Thank you. Okay. Why the fuck is there a J then?
I was born James. My father and grandfather were James, so I got Chris in the same way Bowers got Bowers.
Ah.
It actually stands for when people are like, "What do I call you?" He's like, "It's just Chris."
Have you ever thought about changing the J to Hladkowicz?
Yeah. I think it would be H. Hladkowicz.
Have you ever been excited, Newberg? That's my question. Has anything ever happened where you like went above 4 decibels? Because I've known you a long time, and I've seen you do some cool shit, and I've never seen you be like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like you're always like, that's pretty cool. That's fun. It's like you just fucked 5 girls. You're like, nah, it was all right.
I mean, literally, he and I would play arenas. We would like play a packed arena opening for a very famous comedian, and we get off stage and we're pumped, and we get escorted with security through the audience. People are literally standing ovation of 12,000 people. Newberg would be like, oh,
That was great.
Ben, this very famous comedian, did he have like a really large dog, like maybe like a Great Dane?
yeah, no, he didn't.
No?
He didn't.
Okay.
No, and he also he never cooked. He don't cook.
Yeah.
No.
Sandwiches. For sure, he eats
But
sandwiches.
his girlfriend is of age now.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's 4:15.
Oh shit! Look at Ben's face. Take that off screen. He can't do
She was always of age. She was always of age. Just
Yeah, when she turned 18.
barely.
All right, it's 4:15. I'm gonna finish these tips up. Let's see. Zbunster tipped Chris $5 and said, "My deeply twisted brain loves your dark songs. The part
you.
that's trying to stay sane just threw its hands up and left the room." Jessica Keibel tipped $25 and said, "Chris, I love that song so much. It was really funny. Just pun me all you want."
Yay.
Ew.
I'm done.
I would like to show you guys a photo that kind of shows the energy difference and excitement difference level between me and Newberg. I used to do this crazy eggnog show every year where I would teach the audience how to make a proper eggnog, and I would get very drunk. This is me in that photo, okay? And let me pan over to Newberg.
Hold on, nobody can see you.
Hang on.
Oh,
There's Ben.
okay.
That's
This
you.
is me,
Okay.
and throwing straws at the crowd. That's Newberg.
There's no way you can tell a difference in inflection in a photograph.
No, you look very nonplussed.
Very what?
Nonplussed.
Nonplussed, meaning I didn't get a guest?
There's way worse pictures of Newberg. I'm gonna look for them. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
All right. The weirdo tipped $5 and said, "To my fellow Michigan dander, J. Chris, thanks
Yeah.
for making Michigander.
Yay, Michigan.
Amasala, $5 for Newberg. I showed up late, but what could have happened to make you bully this poor man?"
Oh, me? No, it's all love.
Tom Turner, 5 Canadian. Chris, great tunes.
Thank you.
And then some generals. Tam Brown tipped the show and said, "I'm genuinely baffled at y'all just now noticing Steve's double jointed fingers."
People have noticed this before? It's crazy.
I
Maybe
wish
this is
I'd
why Steve's had so
unnoticed
many
it.
fans. Maybe it's not his comedy. Maybe it's his weird fingers people are into. Is this kind of a fetish thing, maybe?
Comedian owns joints.
You should do an only hand, Steve.
When I do a joint headlining show, it means something different. Ben's into his kind of joints, I'm into mine. All right.
And then we had Zara tip the show and said, message to my student group who just changed my profile picture to me in my current outfit with a Santa hat and the name Porn Santa. See me afterwards.
Nice.
Ho, 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 motherfuckers.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, poor Santa.
And we're caught up. Let's do the game.
All right, let's do the game.
So the game today is make a song medical. Front row, if you're in our live audience, raise the blue hands in the participants window and I'll call on you. These are some unpaid entries I really liked. Matthew Brooks had great balls of fire. He tried Vicks Bomb. Vicks Bomb. Nicole Byrne, Hospital, California.
Nice.
And then Chris Jacobs, let's talk about sexually transmitted infections, baby.
Baby.
All right, so Chris and Julia, these are the ones we're going to be voting on, starting with our live audience, and then through the chats. So who's starting us off? It's Ehrlich.
Right, well, first, apparently the viewers wanted to see popcorn in a bandana.
Oh, love it.
Nice.
She's not particularly fond of it, but so my game entry is wet aspirin.
Wet aspirin.
Nice.
Adler.
So, and I do apologize, Bowers. I'm going to disappoint you. These are the only two that I have.
One of those are ducks.
So mine, first one is from Michael Jackson. It's Blood Test on the Dance Floor.
Oh my God.
And the next one is AC/DC, and it's Safe from COVID in New York City, because New York State has pretty much the lowest rates. And the last one is going to be Tim McGraw, Eyes of a Woman, or All I Can See Over Her Mask.
Nice.
Shannon Burke.
Goodbye, yellow jaundice tone. And I still haven't found the maternity ward.
Zara.
Okay, I got 4. I have 99 problems, but a stitch ain't one.
Nice.
I've got you aorta be with me.
Nice.
Oh.
Because abscess makes the heart grow fonder.
Rachel
Maybe
hates
just,
that.
maybe just try a little tendonitis. I'm done.
Bill Thompson.
Salt and Pepper's Push It. Just a birthing story.
Gush.
Hey,
Yay.
I've got a Rocky Raccoon gave me rabies.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like poo. Na 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 na. And Black Plague Magic Woman. And my last one is that song from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Inside of you is a deadly virus.
Jennifer Story.
Don't pour sugar on me, cause I got diabetes. You gotta fight for your right for health care. One more. There she go now, wheezing Rona, Rona. Hey, hey, what? Get COVID, get fucked.
LaBalls.
All right, so I have smooth inoculator. Eye of the Pfizer. Pilling in the name of. And Immuna teach me how to Dougie.
Brian O'Connor.
All right, I've got living on a ventilator. I could never take the place of your proctologist. And ketamine rain.
Anyone else? Frank, or wave at me, Kira. Yep, Frankie has one.
Yeah, I just got one. You got to keep them sedated.
No. Anybody else in the front row? Wave at me. I'm seeing no's. Okay, so these are the rest of the entries. We had Jonathan S. Come on, Eileen, because this cane you gave me is too short. Come on, Eileen, because instead of Eileen, that's what threw me off. Sing it. We also had Jonathan S. My heart will go on even when I'm brain dead because I'm an organ donor. Jonathan S. Urology, the boulevard of broken streams.
Oh my god.
Jake M. Mary Hydrochloro Queen of Scots. Hydroxychloro. God damn it.
Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
Victoria Scattereggio. The long and winding scope.
That's what a duck has.
All right. Cass had COVID potion number 19. Ben Meredith, pink eye of the tiger. No substitute had AC/DC, thunderstroke.
Oh my god.
Thunder. Tom Turner, Alice Cooper's School's in Forever. No substitute. Last train to Central Hospital.
Nice.
Tam Brown had a few. It's actually one, but it's a long one. I would die for you, but now there's a vaccine, so forget it. Stop. In the name of drugs, take my breath away. Get the fuck off my oxygen tube. Shot to the arm. Every breath I take.
These are
with the
all
ventilator.
separate ones.
Don't go. No, it's not. Don't go clotting my heart. Probably, but.
They're all names of songs. All right.
Said it was Ben style entry, which means it's a fucking long one.
Okay.
so-
All right. It was just a bunch put together. Sorry. That's my fault.
No, I think they were all. I still think they were all separate. Just the first one was weird. I think that's what she meant. But that's okay. Keep going.
I liked all of it. Amana Sala. You're in my heart.
Ew.
Amana Sala. You're so vain. Dara had another. Vlad the Inhaler. Razor, purple veins, purple veins. Tom Turner, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Ribs.
God.
The
Drew some blood.
That's
All
where
right.
my skin is now.
We're caught up.
All right, great. I liked a lot. I liked wet aspirin. I like the don't pour some sugar on me. I don't know what I'm gonna vote for. I think I'm gonna go Thunderstroke. That one's pretty funny. I like Thunderstroke. Chris, what was your favorite one?
Zara, what was your second one you cut out?
My second one. Thank you for the confidence in me. You aorta be with me.
That was it.
That one.
Yeah, that was great.
It wasn't great.
All right, all right. Chris got that one. What's your favorite one, Julia?
There was one about jaundice that I'm forgetting completely, but I really laughed, and now I forget who it was. It was towards the beginning. This is
All right, one vote for jaundice.
Yep. All right, Rach.
I like don't pour some sugar on me, but I'm gonna give it to Purple Veins.
Nice, Ben.
I loved Purple Veins, but I also my favorite was Zara's, I think, third one, and I can't remember what it was. What was your third one?
It was abscess makes the heart grow fonder.
Nope, didn't like that one. What was the one after that?
Okay. Try little tendonitis.
Yes, try a little.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I want to change mine. That's what I thought I was thinking of too.
All right.
So good.
Votes for that one, Steve.
All right. Well, I mean, there were some really good ones. I really liked Try a Little Tendonitis. I really liked Purple Veins. But I'm going to go with Smooth Inoculator, which means Try a Little Tendonitis is the winner.
Nice work. Hey, Zara. Imagine that you won something. Okay.
What are the odds?
Oh, wow. Julia, do you have any?
Oh, all of them are so good. First of all I had was wet anti-inflammatory pussy.
Chris, you got it?
And then I had one more. Just
Okay.
The boy is benign.
Oh my God.
Chris, what you got?
I only had 3. I had whoop, there's a cough. I want to rock and roll all night, but then isolate every day afterwards for 14 days so I can eventually not murder my other grandmother. Sorry to the first one. And then COVID Mo by the Bleach Boys.
Aruba, Jamaica, we're not allowed to go anywhere.
Nice. Rach, you got any?
I have one. The famous Beatles. Here comes the shot. Do-do-do-do.
The Diabeatles.
Ben, Steve, how many you got?
I have 2.
I only got 4.
Perfect. Steve, go first.
You know what? 3. One's not very good. I have Don't Believe the Hypertension.
I have got like a rolling deductible.
Oh my God.
I don't want to epidermis a thing.
My last one, nothing compares to universal health care.
My last one is I want to be sedated immediately.
Nice. All right, we made it through. Ben, it's time to sing the song. Here we go.
It's Leedy Drew Things time. It's Leedy Drew Things time. The time where we show things that Leedy G drew.
There we go. Leedy and the Ducks, quack.
Nice.
Jeff Stetter trying not to be read on air. I hate you all because that's just what I think the cat is saying. Am I the best Henry horse? And then Henry nodding.
Nice.
I have the flasher virus flashing Chris. And then I have Steve doing the finger for Rachel.
Oh.
Yes, I chose my words carefully. And then I have Worse Minton.
Nice.
I have Julia Hladkowicz.
Yeah.
Julia Hladkowicz or whatever the heck, and then Hladkowicz. Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
And then I have the duck and the wine.
Oh, that's so
I'm done. And then, my very last creation.
It's the duck corkscrew. I love it.
Amazing.
You also sculpt, lady? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
right now.
Holy shit.
Like,
She sculpts, but exclusively duck penis.
Yeah.
It's a niche.
Well done. Follow at Art for my duck penis sculptures on Instagram. For her duck penis sculptures and for her artwork at Art for my heroes.
I just imagine Lady at the dinner table and she's just kind of downtrodden and upset, and her family's like, "What's the matter?" She's like, "I can't sculpt these duck penises right. It's really freaking me out." Circles down. Awesome. All right, we made it to the end of the show. Jay, Chris, where do we find you at Newberg? Where do we find you? How do we follow you around, buddy?
I'll be stuck in my house until the CDC tells me I'm not allowed to be stuck in my house.
Yeah, but on the internet, how do we find you? How do we find your next set of jokes?
All social media is at the Chris Army.
Awesome.
And
buddy.
quickly before you...
I was just saying, I like the idea that the CDC recommended that we stay 6 feet away from his website.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
And just quickly before you turn your camera off, Newberg, I wanted to show people some of my favorite photos of us from the Idiot Test days. We've got there Newberg doing a script consult backstage. We've got he and I serving homeless folks at the Laugh Factory. We've got another script consult coming off stage, our Christmas special, and then Newberg being weird. This is Newberg as a shark, and me as a 70s guy. And now my favorite of all pictures ever of Chris Newberg, my favorite backstage script consult.
That was yesterday.
He's wearing lipstick too. I don't know if you can tell. You can't. It's not focusing well. There we go.
Now we know why Ben knows Newberg's O noise.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no reason for him to be wearing that, by the way. He just showed up to work that way.
Yeah.
And then announced, "I'm done."
I'm done. Yeah.
I'm done. I've been on my 2 weeks. Great job. We'll see you next time, Chris. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Julia, where do we find you on the internet?
Hi, I'm Julia Comedy, kind of across the board because, as we've noticed, Hladkowicz is impossible. So yeah, Julia Comedy on Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Julia Comedian on Facebook, and I have a podcast called "Is This What You Want?" Because is it what you want? Yeah, that's that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. Great job. We will see you next time. So thanks so much. As always, you can find me at Bowers Comedy. So follow me around. Ben, what you got coming up?
I did a 12-minute, very weird, strange, improvised musical Christmas special that's quickly becoming nobody's favorite holiday tradition, but I still re-release it every Christmas. Newberg's in it. Ben Morrison is in it. It was improvised in one take during lunch during an Idiot Test commercial shoot, so I'll be re-releasing that in the next few days. And my podcast, Last Week on Earth, comes back out, recording tomorrow, out Friday or Saturday. Please subscribe if you haven't. And this Sunday, You're the Game Show, Nowhere Comedy Club.
Very cool. Steve?
Yeah, you could check out my show at Nowhere tomorrow, where I am heckling my own heckler clips, so grab tickets to that. Also, check out the New Year's show that I got coming up at Nowhere. And I did record the first episode of Be a Better Man this morning, and I'm excited about it. So that'll be out probably in a couple weeks. We're going to bank some before we put it out. So be on the lookout for my new podcast.
Cool. Awesome. Rach, anything to catch up on before we get out of here?
Yes, we do, quite a bit. So we had Lindsey Brown tip the show and said, more fun facts on duck sex. I heard Isabella Rossellini talking about it on a podcast a while back, and she said that female ducks can position their vaginas, which are also corkscrew-ish in shape, but curl in the opposite direction so that then they'll either be impregnated or not, depending on whether they want that particular male's offspring.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Is this true?
So they can decide with their duck vagina which sperm they take? That seems helpful.
Well, based on Zara, the animal expert's reaction of, huh? I don't know if that's 100% true.
That happened? Kinda?
Ish.
I also think it would just be very sad for that male duck that is getting laid, but during it he realizes that she's turning herself the wrong way, and he's like, I wanted a family with her.
Yeah, no, that's got to be real sad in a duck dick's life when it gets the vagina goes the opposite direction. You're like, really? Fuck.
That's good joke.
Yep, I say the jokes, Bowers repeats the jokes. Neither of them gets laughs.
Look, I was trying to yes and it. That's the best I got, man. I don't know.
I appreciate that.
I
Thank you so
abstained
much.
from that one. What do we got, Rachel?
We also have Whitney Fritzzinger tipped the show $40 and said she has to sign off, but thank you for all the laughs. Thank you, Whitney. Technics tipped the show to Canadian and said, tip for Jennifer's story. So much effort on the game entry. I love it. Leedy got 50 kroners and said from No Substitute and said, brilliant as always.
Thank you.
Nicole Byrne, $5 for Leedy's scholarship fund. Kid, you're gonna move mountains.
That's impossible physically, but thank you.
He's been
And
trying.
then-
She's in New Mexico.
And then 00000 tipped the show $10 and said, Steve, could you ever incorporate double entendre humor on epigenetics, evolutionary psychology with an emphasis on cultural intelligence and self-preservation? I love you and your team.
Haven't you seen my last special? That was the whole thing.
We're caught up.
All right. Well, audience, thank you so much for being here. We love you as always. We will see you for Fan Fucked Up Friday on Friday, which we're excited about. The Sklar Brothers are going to be here. Special appearance by the Sklar Brothers on Friday. Hang out. So that'll be a super fun Friday. So come check that out. We will see you guys on Friday. So thanks so much, audience, for being here. Rach, you got anything you want to say before you get out of here?
No, just I'm excited to be here for Friday, and we are gonna change a little bit with our holiday schedule, so we will announce that here this week. I think we're gonna keep the same number of shows, but we're just gonna alter it a little bit because Christmas and New Year's Day falls on a Friday. So yeah, look for that, and love you guys. I'll see you Friday.
Cool. Yeah, same thing. So come Friday for the Sklar Brothers. We'll see you guys then.
I thought this was great. I was going to make a duck joke at the end, and I Googled fictional ducks, and now I'm just reading a list of fictional ducks. So I got a lot of work to do, guys. Bye.
And it's been such a fun time again. I want you all to just close your eyes and picture me in the kitchen washing dishes to bring this episode perfectly full circle.
What's the dishwasher?
What's in the sink?